Welcome back to Absolutely Marvel and DC. My name is Benny. That is Sal. And Sal, do you watch the Super Bowl?
No, but I did see some trailers for.
I did, and there's only really two to talk about for us. So we're a channel known as Absolutely Marvel and DC, where we sit around talking about your favorite superhero TV shows, movies, rumors, trailers. We go through it all on a nearly daily basis. So consider joining the Armada. Join the Absolute Armada today by hitting like, subscribe, and turning on that notification bell. But today, we are going to talk about Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And there's a key line in here that we will talk when we get to it, but let's just take it from the top with this, okay?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So we have eyeballs at 1 second. Hold on. Let me get the actual trailer because I got another bullshit channel. Why don't I just start re-uploading these things? Right? I got to go to I'm going to the Marvel one, Marvel Entertainment.
Yes.
Which is now already lost under a sea of re-uploads. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, does it start on eyeballs? That was the weird one I was watching.
Well, it starts on Strange's face, which are eyeballs. So technically,
no, it starts on the Marvel Entertainment one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was December. God damn it, Marvel Entertainment. Hold on. I did have this pulled up. For the record, I am a professional. I just realized it was from movieclipstrailers.com and not Marvel. So I'm trying to get the official. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it starts at his eyeballs.
There we go. All right. But I love it because it opens with him kind of like opening his eyes. It's like he's waking up. There's been some rumors. We're talking about spoilers and stuff. There's been some rumors maybe nightmare is involved. And if that's the case, there could be like a whole theme about dreams. Love it that it's setting up the tone. He's waking up or his eyes are open for the first time. Multiverse, all that stuff. There's a lot of fun like Easter eggs and stuff. But also like I think maybe hopefully there's at the core an actual Doctor Strange movie in here, which I would love to see.
Going off of your idea that it's a nightmare, at 5 seconds, the first major scene we have is the remnants of the Brownstone, I would say. The Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm not wrong in that. That is the Sanctum, right? Like that.
I think it's absolutely the Sanctum. Yeah,
because it looks different without all the buildings around it and the trees and things that you would normally see.
It's in the middle of Greenwich Village, and now it's just in the middle of a big field.
Yeah,
and
the skulls and things behind him, I believe. That's what I'm seeing those as.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just immediately attuned to the like Terminator 2 Judgment Day landscape. So if I see like a uneven ground, it's all full of skulls. But yes, the Sanctum's being like either unmade or destroyed, or it's a nightmare version. Either way, we're setting the tone. It's going to be dark. It's going to be spooky. I know there were a lot of people who were expecting like wackiness in terms of the multiverse. I think this is going to be more like Loki was for fun.
I think Loki and the TVA, and I think Spider-Man are as wacky as we're going to get.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be like, no, this is a dark potential. Not everything's going to be fun, happy-go-lucky, look at the other Spider-Man.
No,
this is dark.
Steve's going through some stuff in this movie, and like I fear he's going to be taking on like most of the burden throughout this, like the ramifications of the multiverse opening up. So we go through the doorways of the Sanctum. Of course, like the stairway goes up to Oblivion.
We have the Stairway of Heaven. I'd like this Stairway of Heaven.
Yep.
But yes, no, it is a stairway going up to Oblivion, and then there's a single chair, which I feel is going to have somebody sitting on it or something. It's weird to put that there. It might be just for the aesthetically pleasing, but it's the way the camera shot is angled. And Sam Raimi is the one doing this film, right? I'm not wrong about that?
He is. He
does a lot of things purposefully. It doesn't normally just get put in there for the sake of it.
He has a very distinct style. I'm very excited to see it on display here because, I think Drag Me to Hell versus Oz the Great and Powerful, two very different looking movies. I'm excited to see like what he's doing because this looks really like straightforward. It looks decidedly un-Raimi like.
Yeah, but the next scene we have is a teacup breaking. Yeah, I don't know if you caught that. The little split second teacup.
I'm looking.
I don't know what. All I can assume is that's supposed to represent everything is shattering. Everything is broken. Like he's trying to show you, and then because we're immediately followed by a mass explosion with, I'm assuming those are the monks and stuff that he trained with.
Yeah, we're seeing what may be the destruction, the fall of Kamartaj.
Because they're exploded right after, and then we also get to see what monster is that yelling at the woman who's obviously America Chavez.
I don't know. This crazy monster that's like made of like tendrils and wrappings. I honestly don't know. It's wrapped her up. You can see actually like America Chavez goes through a star-shaped portal and then is immediately like wrapped up. All of her extremities are grabbed by some kind of tendrils. I mean, they look kind of symbiotic, but I don't think it's going to go that far.
No, I doubt the symbiote's already like to this crazy level. Yeah. Like the little goopy thing is now.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's Cyttorak. because Doc used the Crimson Bands of Cyttorak in Infinity War, and these look like
if you
she's wrapped
freeze
up
frame on that millisecond of his face, you can see that
Yeah.
it looks like bands. It looks like ribbons.
Yep.
Which I could see that being, yes, you're right. He's messing with his own stuff. And that's why I'm pretty sure this is America Chavez.
Oh yeah,
because
she's wearing the jacket. It's her.
that's what I mean. You get the clear shot of the jacket. You're like, there's no way this isn't America Chavez.
I love it. I actually saw some people doing a breakdown of this trailer yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, if you look at like 1 minute and such, you'll see, is that America Chavez?" And it's like, first of all, she's been confirmed. Secondly, she's in promo art for like No Way Home. Third, she's in this trailer like 6 times. Yeah, it's America Chavez.
And there's a clear shot of her too. If you're analyzing it, there's a clear shot of America Chavez's star. So.
Yeah, I find it interesting, however, she's in this trailer a lot. She was in the last trailer. They're introducing this character. Like, she's going to be a tough character to introduce and explain, and she still has 0 lines. Yeah. Like, she has not said anything in these trailers, and I'm just kind of like, what are you waiting for? You keep showing her. Why won't she say anything? Anyway, so this thing grabs her, and then we cut to like 15 seconds, and we'll see what looks like the Defender Doctor Strange. It's like the black suit with the red logo on it. Doctor Strange's got some kind of crazy ponytail.
Yeah, the ponytail Doctor Strange. Yeah. I'm going to go with Defender Doctor Strange. He's definitely going to meet other Doctor Stranges in this. If you're wondering how you're supposed to analyze a trailer, guys, you put it on a quarter speed, and you could see everything. Like everyone's like, how did you catch that? You put it on a quarter speed and you rewatch it. That's all you do.
I gotta tell you, by the way.
So I got it perfectly freeze framed on his face. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a CG Doctor Strange. I mean, because he's falling out of the sky. But yes, I think it's Defender Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Or that could be a Phoenix.
There's no Phoenix. The one behind him?
No, hold on. I'm going to screen grab what I got here. Okay? And I'll send it over so that Dilly can throw it up too if he wants to throw it up there.
Yeah.
I don't normally screen grab what I find, but it's just because this is kind of... Look, there he is. I got a perfect shot of him.
Okay.
What do you think? You thinking just Defender Doctor Strange? You don't think anything else out of that?
I mean, like, there's plenty of other implications. We're going to see at least 3 or 4 different versions of Doctor Strange. I think this is just Doctor Strange. I think we're seeing a lot of like face cutting in this movie. Like there's multiple shots of people's faces breaking apart. I think that's just an effect. I'm hearing, I mean, like I don't remember where it was, but like there was a shot where like we saw comic book panels in the multiverse that like the Marvel Comics universe might actually make an appearance, which means, and if Sam Raimi did this, it'd be how magnifique would it be to have like a page, like a comic book page, and like a drawing of Doctor Strange like comes out and 2D like talks to Doctor Strange, like
that'd be
cool. Anyway, so
let's talk about the cinematography here real quick. I love that we're doing the spin, and then we spin him out of a dream, which reminds me of Evil Dead, honestly.
Oh, totally.
Do you remember how they did? If you ever watched one of Sam Raimi's classic movies, Evil Dead, he would attach a camera to like a dirt bike, and they would do that like upside down and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh, definitely.
It was great.
Yeah, no, he's the king of transitions. I'm excited to see this. I like Doctor Strange just waking up in like a very cushy bed. It could be like maybe an alternate life where he didn't become Sorcerer Supreme. It could be an alternate life.
I just assumed he was waking up as Sorcerer Supreme.
Or he's just waking up in his house. Yeah, it could be either one.
Well, because you're actually not, you might be right, because if you look at everything around him, it looks more like a doctor's kind of abode, not a...
Right? Plus, it cuts to the watch, which I think is a remnant from the first movie and his like former life. Then anyway, so
it's moving very slow for me because I have a quarter.
Oh, right.
I'll put it back up to half until we get to something. And then his reflection in that. You know what? You're right, because he's looking at the watch with his face in it. That's probably an alternate universe. What if we're going to open up with him seeing all of this and then he wakes up there? What if it's like quantum leaping him into other bodies of himself?
I would like to see that.
Yeah, that would be a great movie.
Yeah.
And then every time he's trying to find his way out, but like he wakes up in a world where he's a doctor. How do you get out of this?
That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I like that. He just keeps waking up in different Doctor Stranges throughout the multiverse.
We see some spells and stuff happening.
Playing with some spells. There's one shot where he's clearly explaining to America Chavez what's going on. So she's in this trailer again.
Well, hold on. I want to say Do you think that's America Chavez or is that Wanda? Because I think he's messing with the chaos magic from Wanda.
Oh.
I think that's Wanda because we do know she's going to pop up base later on the trailer. This is
yeah.
red magic. Why would he go get Wanda unless he thinks maybe chaos magic can fix this?
That could be. The only reason why I thought it might have been Chavez is because it looks like a denim shoulder in the over-the-shoulder shot. But again,
But she's also wearing a blue top later. We'll get to that when we get to that portion
Yeah,
of
no,
it.
you're
So
right, you're right,
He
you're right.
slams what is magic or chaos magic down, and we go to the scene of the city. Now we're in the proper setup for the movie.
Yep.
Wong, our
Wong.
new Sorcerer Supreme.
Right. I think they're going to do away with that within the first 2 seconds of the movie. Also, it looks like Wong's been through some crap. It looks like his face has been beaten up. Could be from his secret underground fighting ring from Shang-Chi, or it could be that they're dealing with the existential threat or the monster that's coming through the portals. We don't know. But either way.
Well, and then we cut to the scene of him seeing the city falling apart due to the multiverse falling apart. We know he broke the multiverse in Spider-Man. That's what's causing this.
Exactly. We see Rachel McAdams getting married. Now, here's the thing. I think when they
like I said, he's going through different lives.
It could be
whether or not
different
he's
lives.
physically there or mentally there, we don't know. But
Well, this is the first time it occurred to me, like, maybe it's just, oh, no, Rachel McAdams' character is getting married in the main Marvel universe. Like, it's going to include her, but, like, she's getting married to somebody else.
yeah.
Like, this is just what you missed out on.
The next scene
either
is
way.
people running, and at center of that frame is America Chavez with the coat again.
Yep, with the jacket. Then transition
Is
over.
this going to pseudo be her origin?
I think it's certainly going to be her introduction. She may. The funny thing is, if you recall, and I know you do because you've talked about her on your own channel, but America Chavez is like origins and her like history. She doesn't like to talk about her home dimension and how it was destroyed, and she's depending on the writer, she's really inconsistent. So it could be that they go, oh, well, like, we're going to introduce her. She's going to be funny. She's going to have a couple of quick quips, and like she'll seem sad about the end of her reality. Otherwise, we're not going to do anything about it. Like, we're not going to show where she comes from. We're not going to show like anything outside of like her just being a plot device / like the car that the characters can get from point A to point B through.
Well, you know what? I'm going to throw a crazy theory out there, and I'm going to make it quick because we're already taking forever on this trailer. We're only 45 seconds in. What if the entire opening 10 minutes is Doctor Strange and the reality breaking apart, and he loses everything? She's from that world, comes to our world. That's when he wakes up in the bed.
Oh, I like that.
And it's like everything was lost. She's here to warn him that evil Doctor Strange from that destroyed dimension that went the wrong path with the Spider-Man stuff is now on his way over. That's where we get evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it would certainly be cleaner to be like, no, America Chavez is from like a previous reality that is directly tied in with Doctor Strange.
Right, and everything in her reality is the exact same up to this point.
Yep, right.
So we don't gotta explain shit.
Right, like I'm a week in your future. So we cut to Wanda. She's like meditating. She's got her new classic, potentially villainous Scarlet Witch costume. We get to the scene that they showed in Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, we've seen this before. We go to Carmitage. Oh, Minotaur Man. We've got Rintrah. I'm sad that like Rintrah is not just going to be. It's not like Wong relinquishes Sorcerer Supreme status to Doctor Strange. He finds he's enjoying the Shang-Chi cameos more. He goes to do that. I need a new manservant / teacher or friend. I nominate Rintrah from the 90s. He shows up, and instead it looks like Rintrah is just like, no, Camartage has many different beings of alternate dimensionality, and they come to Camartage to learn, and Rintrah's one of them.
And now they're all gonna die.
Yeah, and then they die, and like he'll be played by somebody fun, and then that's that. He's a Build-A-Figure.
So there we got a scene. Next scene we have is him looking out into the multiverse from what is probably the doorway in his basement.
The doorway,
And behind him, I believe that's Scarlet Witch on the left side, and it's probably just going to be America Chavez on the right side.
Right, exactly.
So that's why I think what's happening is America Chavez is here to warn him. It's all broke up. He gets Scarlet Witch. The three of them are now trying to figure out how to save that universe, which starts breaking apart all the universes, and he breaks everything.
And of course, you're gonna find out like Wanda is like, she's not really on the level. Like she's like, yeah, I'm gonna help you fix the multiverse, and really what I want to do is
she wants to find her kids.
I want to get my kids back. Yeah. Hey, Baron Mordo. This poor guy, first of all, Chiwetel Ejiofor, great actor. I don't remember when the hell Doctor Strange 1 came out, but like that's the last time we saw this guy, and he's like, I'm on a mission. And it's like, we're not ever going to do anything about that. Goodbye. So we're finally going to see that maybe his too many sorcerers thing will be paid off, or maybe in the years that he either was or was not blipped, he'll be like, I got over that. I have another motivation now.
Yeah. So
Either
here's
way.
where things get interesting, though, at
Yes.
this point. Like,
Yes.
I mean, Baron Mordo, yes, it's not that that's not interesting,
No,
but
it's good for him, but yeah.
leading into my idea is that a version of Doctor Strange broke the multiverse in its entirety, or that this one did in Spider-Man, and we're just seeing the ramifications.
Totally.
Here's the TVA. This is clearly the TVA.
Right. Well,
Like the new version of the TVA, but it's the TVA.
Exactly. And all I'm getting is that episode of Rick and Morty where the Council of Ricks like calls Rick and they arrest him and stuff. But like, yeah, they arrest Doctor Strange. He's taken to another place. Of course, deliberately separating him from his like cohorts.
Yep.
We see him being escorted by what looks like a combination of Ultron and Iron Man drones.
which leads into a lot of the leaks that we were hearing about. And then we have the voiceover that is breaking the internet right now, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do a
Clearly
full
Patrick Stewart.
video. We're going to do another video on what this could mean because there's so
Okay.
many ramifications on this.
Yes.
Unless you want to talk for 10 minutes right now about it. But I feel like it's a whole separate video talking about what he could be.
Yeah, I'm sure that's another video, but like, let's just say, for the sake of argument, confirmed Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier from the multiverse. That's that. Then we go to the next part of the trailer where he's.
Well, I
falling-
don't know if it's Professor X. I'm wondering if they recast him. But yes, everyone is freaking out that the leaks that he is going to be Professor X from the from the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
Is what everyone's freaking out, and that's probably what it is. But I want to do a whole video about the theories of what this could be. So,
So then we fall through a portal, or we're going crazy in this trailer. Once we establish Professor X, we don't have to hold back anymore. We're falling through time, or
his face is breaking apart, and so is Wanda.
yeah, the shot that I'm excited about is the shot where he right before that,
Or that's America. No, I don't know. That's America.
That's America.
That was,
Where he falls through this thing, and it could be he's falling through time, or he's falling through the Savage Land because we got dinosaurs.
Oh, so what if this just like they just go all in on like we already said we don't like the idea of the X-Men showing up here because I feel like it's going to be a waste of the actual introduction
I think
of us
so.
getting real X-Men. But let's just say we're doing it. We're going all in, and they really are throwing in all these crazy versions of the X-Men, and they're throwing in the Savage Land, and they're
Yeah. Well, like, wouldn't it be interesting, because it's like in today's world, we would know if the Savage Land existed. But if after this, the Earth becomes this kind of like patchwork thing, like, oh no, like the Savage Land just got imprinted onto the Earth. Like now there is a Savage Land on the Earth. Now there is like a Krakoa, or now there is some other thing, like some other element that we like. Latveria exists now, or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like you're saying that they're going to use this as the official breaking and putting in everything we want. Latveria, Fantastic Four, the X-Men, they're all going to show up.
I don't want that, but I feel like that's where we are. I feel
They
like
might make it, honestly, that might, as much as I don't want that, I want to see them all properly introduced.
Yeah.
It would be the cleanest and simplest way to just put in things that are supposed to have been around this whole time. You
Right.
just go, and the multiverse broke and they're all here now.
Yeah, exactly. And like, because Strange was intimately and directly involved, and because like it involved like chaos magic or whatever, Earth was changed, and now it's this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that throwback. By the way, Doctor Strange and America are like broken apart by via blocks. It's very much a huge House of M reference. So yeah, then we get into this crazy room, which looks a lot like. It's like a reliquary. It's a place filled with like antiques and instruments and stuff. And I
wonder if this is all that's left of that what if Doctor Strange. This is really is who this is going to be. This is all he has left.
Right. Or maybe he's like, maybe the what if Doctor Strange. Because if it is, he's been collecting like things from the multiverse, like just to occupy his mind. And
Yeah, because I mean, it's obviously an evil Doctor Strange. Whether or not it's that evil Doctor Strange, we don't really know.
Yeah,
but
he's certainly sinister. So we meet sinister Doctor Strange. Like, I think that'll be probably it could. And again, like I've heard rumors it's Nightmare. Maybe Nightmare is taking the form of Doctor Strange. Maybe it's Mephisto taking the place of Doctor Strange. Maybe it's not even Doctor. Like, my point is, it could be evil variant Doctor Strange. End of story. It could be a different evil variant of Doctor Strange, like not from What If, or it could be an evil Doctor Strange villain who is taking the form of Doctor Strange because Benedict Cumberbatch is a great actor, and I want to see him play that character.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. You just
Right.
have so many options at me.
Exactly. No. Then, not to be outdone, then we have a glowing Captain Marvel-esque powerhouse
I was gonna say,
blasting
so
through a wall. What
Everyone
is this?
trying to overanalyze this. At first, they were like, "It's superior Iron Man" or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, no, the hip form that is very much a feminine character. I've heard two theories that it's Captain Marvel or it's what is she gonna go by? The one that was in Wanda.
Oh, Monica
she's gonna be-
Rambeau.
Yeah, but it's Spectrum or
Photon, Spectrum.
Photon. She could be like a number of names. That's what I was trying to think of her superhero name.
Yeah. Spectrum.
It could be her.
Yeah.
Because from what I'm seeing at the few seconds we have, like milliseconds, she does look darker skinned. So I'm wondering
Yeah.
if this is also going to be kind of her introduction.
It could. I mean, like,
But she's flying in to fight Wanda.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm thinking it might be Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Because if you are blaming Wanda for what happened
Yeah.
and you're worried she's going to do it again.
Right. The thing is, we're introducing so many characters in this movie. I'm like worried about us like reintroducing Monica in this one, especially since we're getting a whole Captain Marvel movie with all the Marvels in it.
Well, the supposed leaked cameos are ridiculous, like Tom Cruise's Iron Man and stuff like that.
I know.
Like,
Which, by the way, I think
with Patrick Stewart now plays Credence too. What if all of those are real?
Well, and I think it's actually like not a bad move because as a result, like they've relegated it to it's one scene with like 8 chairs, and they're all like all the cameos are gonna be in this one shot. In these chairs that were all shot on green screen. No one showed up on the same day. We filmed it in their house, and like they show up for this one scene, and then we don't see them again. That's it. Like that's something they could have easily shot 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, this glowy person. It could be. It doesn't have to be a woman. It could be Doctor Strange as like a superhero. I don't know. It's a lot of options. But like again, glowy person. It's too hard to tell. Also, don't forget Marvel likes to use CG to change their trailers, so it could be deliberately blurrier than it normally is in the movie.
I mean, it could be Iron Man, and they're like, make it look like Captain Marvel for the trailer.
Right.
I mean, we go back to the Endgame trailer where they literally had Hulk in a scene he wasn't in.
Exactly. Exactly. Or when Lizard got kicked in the face by nobody. So.
The next thing we got is a clear scene of the what appears to be the base again falling apart.
Yep.
With a nice face shot of what is obviously America Chavez.
Yes. Comatage Falls. America meets Doctor Strange outside of his apartment or outside of like the sanctum.
Strange just saves her, which is why I'm not thinking she's already an expert at her powers and what she can do.
Right, exactly.
Kashima Gorath, I'm sorry, whatever, Gargantua,
yeah, like there's, because listen, it looks exactly like Shuma Gorath, but everyone's saying it's Gargantos.
They renamed him. I looked it up. There's a copyright issue. They can't use Shuma Gorath because it's actually tied to Lovecraftian. No, it's not even Conan, but it's because it's tied to Lovecraftian stuff, which then got tied to Conan, and then Conan got splintered off into its own various thing. They can't use the name, so they had to change. They had to change the name. So it is Gargantuan or whatever his name is.
Oh, it's Gargantos.
Gargantos. Yeah, that is the actual name in the movie, but it is
right.
Shuma Gorath, but they just said we had to rename him. Like there was no option.
Because Gargantos is doesn't look like this. This is a Shuma Gorath design. But Gargantos is also like a what's it called? A Namor villain. So it's like, oh, you could do Namor, but like they're not gonna do Namor. Moving on. So
he slices the bus, saves her, then he finds a statue of what is I think is him?
It's him.
I mean, it's hard to tell. It is hard to tell with the statue just because the way it flows. I'm pretty sure it's him.
No, it's a memoriam statue to Doctor Strange. I've heard rumors that like Doctor Strange did the snap that saved everybody and sacrifice, like that he did the sacrifice play in Endgame.
So, like I said, he's going through multiple versions of his own life.
Exactly. So that's one thing.
And then you got Wanda dealing with seeing herself and like there's obviously going to be a lot of Wanda development in this. Obviously,
Oh yeah, but she's in the Pleasant Hill house or whatever it's called. I don't remember what the hell.
Which is why I think the villain for this
is Wanda.
There's no clear villain.
Right.
I think the villain is going to be a lot of things because like Wanda's going to see an alternate version of her life where she could save everyone.
Yeah.
So she's now going to become the villain. Maybe America Chavez sees a way to save her universe. So she's going to become a villain for a little while. Whoever Monica Rambeau / Captain Marvel / Tom Cruise Iron Man, whoever they're going to be, that's another villain. It's going to be different. It's all going to be Doctor Strange just trying to fix it all. is what I think is going to happen.
Yeah. This is a very big movie.
Yeah. I love the full scene we get of Shuma-Gorath right there.
Oh, yeah, just like whipping tentacles and attacking Wong.
And then we end on a shot going into Wanda's eyeball.
Yep. Her face is getting split up, and it's pretty. It's
well,
pretty,
and then Strange fighting evil, and then just more evil versions of himself, and
yeah. Oh my God, the shot. I really liked that shot of like those crazy, dark, bony, like, flailing monsters. That was pretty cool looking. Then you got like the 6-armed or 9 arms, like Doctor Strange, like, whatever shot, but he's also a zombie, so it's like,
I'm excited. Overall, how are you feeling about this movie? There's so much. I mean, we just theorized on like every scene for scene of a 2-minute trailer because so much is in this trailer. Yeah, there's so much going on,
but it's also like really well cut because I have no idea what's going on or who the antagonist is, or I don't know anything about this movie, and that's really cool. I would love like a Doctor Strange series where we just take time to like get to know Steve and see his world, and because not everything he does is multiversal threats, but we're dealing with multiversal threats, and I know based on No Way Home that like we can never go home again, like we can't go back and make like sleepy like $40 million Doctor Strange movies, so it's as big as it's ever going to be until we can't make them that big anymore, and so for it being the thing they have to make, which is the biggest GD Marvel movie of all time, and that's every Marvel movie from now on except for Ant-Man, and like that's fine. It's pretty cool, and as long as it's like, because I think Raimi's also like a quiet Doctor Strange fan as well. It's the only other Marvel reference in the Raimi trilogy is Doctor Strange. So there's I am hyped. I'm genuinely excited for this movie.
I am too. No, this looks incredible. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
May 3rd.
I know. I kind of want to be proven wrong that they're not going to do all of those cameos because I'd love to see them all. Yeah. I'm just going to stand by my statement. I do feel it's a waste to introduce X-Men characters before properly introducing the MCU versions. Unless this is going to introduce them, which I don't think is the best way to do it, but hey, whatever. If that's how it's going to be handled, fine.
That's fair.
I feel it's a waste to show Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman and all these other variants and stuff like that. But we still don't even have the X-Men. I'm fine with a variant Tony Stark, variant Captain America. That stuff's cool. Yeah. I'm fine with that because we've already got those characters.
Exactly.
But I just don't want... I don't want to introduce the X-Men from Fox, which it looks like we're going to, but I don't want that because I don't want to have a situation where it's like, well, there's the good ones. I don't want these other ones.
Right. Yeah, no, but I do want the other ones because I don't want like... a Professor X who will probably die before they make the 3rd one.
Wow, I get you're being realistic. I give you that.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, let's not cast like Captain America with like a 65-year-old man, shall we? Like, let's get a couple of movies out of these people.
I agree. I'm talking more the general public who doesn't like look at things like they just kind of go, "No, I want Hugh Jackman again, guys." He literally did a movie where he killed his Wolverine.
Right, that character's dead. I don't think that Hugh Jackman Wolverine will be on this like council. I think that's the Illuminati. So you're going to see like characters you've never seen before in the MCU, but from different universes, like Namor, Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, Professor X. Like it's going to be and Iron Man. Like it's going to be multiversal characters of the Illuminati, as opposed to it being like, whatever, like Edward Norton Hulk and Jim Rhodes. Terrence Howard. Like, you're not going to see that.
The comments on this are also, one last thing are stating, the way she says it doesn't seem fair, Scarlet Witch, everyone's feeling she's the villain. Mm-hmm. You know what I think it's going to turn into? I think there's going to be little villains throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the climax of the movie, it's really going to come down to she's going to see a way to bring back those kids.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, we can't do that. We have to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's
But unlike Spider-Man, who accepts it and then just moves on with this is how it has to be.
Right. She's like, no.
She's going to be like, no, chaos magic, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. So, that'll be really cool.
And maybe that fight is what breaks it and gives us X-Men, Namor, Fantastic Four. Like, it's the two of them going at it.
Yeah, no, you could easily do a shot of like the Illuminati again, like after it's all done, and she like messes everything up, where they're like, "Uh-oh," and then their face like cracks, and you're like, "There's multiple versions coming out." Anyway, yeah, cool trailer, dope. Hopefully, movie. I'm
But
excited.
if you want to track this with us, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and join us by hitting the notification bell. And we'll be right here giving you more videos at Absolutely Marvel and DC. My name is Benny. That is Sal. And check back tomorrow for another video.